Williams from Houston, Texas, Corporal Carlos Colazo from Jersey City, New Jersey, and Corporal Damon Whittenborn from Kansas City, Kansas. Some of the folks who keep that Harrier flying, one of the most spectacular airplanes any place there is. Want to remind you, please, no smoking on the flight line. It is a very serious fire hazard to you because the fuel in the fuel cells of these airplanes expands and by design is supposed to vent or drip fuel onto the ramp. So please, no smoking on the flight line, any place on the ramp, because these airplanes do have a lot of fuel in them, and it is a significant fire hazard to you, to those around you, and to these very, very precious aircraft. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to put on a demonstration with a very, very special aircraft, please welcome to the stage Major Bill Walsh with a C-17 demo.
Thank you, Rob. On behalf of the 315th Airlift Wing in Charleston, South Carolina, I am Major Bill Walsh with the U.S. Air Force Reserve. If you look to the left, you'll see the C-17 Globemaster will be off the ground at around 1,500 to 2,000 feet. Watch as the Globemaster III rotates at show center, lifting a 500,000 pounds into the air. It's the C-17 Globemaster from Boeing Aircraft. With 4 Pratt & F-117 engines putting out 40,000 pounds of thrust each. The takeoff horsepower is 6 times the lineup from the Indianapolis 500. The aircraft is turning and will do 180 and come back and do a high speed catch up the airplane. He'll level out as he approaches landing lights are on, and this pass is around 275 knots or about 305 miles an hour. Notice how fast and how quiet this Globemaster III is. We call it whisper mode. This gets us in and out of hostile territory quickly and quietly as Colonel Diaz turns the airplane, putting G-force on the airplane using a stick. This airplane has a stick, just like a fighter. It also has a heads-up display, so you can look outside while flying the airplane. Very much like the fighters you see around a safety pilot. And you know what's interesting about this airplane, ladies and gentlemen? It takes 3 people to fly it. It used to take a lot more. Now we have a pilot, a co-pilot, and a loadmaster. Inbound on the left side of the air show, you'll see the Globemaster III making an approach. The thing about the Globemaster III is that these airplanes are very, very tactical. We can get in where the C-5 and the 141 couldn't. Picture flying this airplane into a place like Iraq in the middle of the night with no lights, no runway lights, with night vision goggles and stopping within 3,000 feet with a 500,000 pounds on board. It's the Globemaster III, originally in 1993, built by McDonnell Douglas. After the merger with Boeing, this aircraft now is built in Long Beach, California. The airplane you're looking at is E-92. We took delivery of this airplane about a year ago. If you'd like to see one of these in your neighborhood, or maybe you're thinking about picking one up yourself, they cost about $200 million a piece. Colonel Diaz is now demonstrating slow flight. Notice the size of the flaps in the slot. That allows the airplane to go very, very slow. And also, creates bubble. Colonel Diaz is looking at the airplane, giving full power. Gears up, flaps are coming up, flaps are driving. They're going to go ahead and turn around and Can you imagine taking this kind of airplane with 580,000 pounds gross weight and stopping it in about the same length that you would land a Piper Cub? Well, we're going to do that right now. The airplane turns ship center, now goes right. 3,000 feet. The Air Force and Air Force Reserve are on duty 24 hours a day, delivering these vital supplies and people to the battle all over the world. The C-17 is approaching now. He's lining up. He's going to do a pass, and we're going to do what's called an assault landing. For example, if we have to get into some place fast and short and stop, we can do it with the C-17. We can hold 18 pallets of cargo. Our loadmaster, Tech Sergeant Michael O'Brien Jr. has opened the back door and they want to wave at you. Wave at him now, they can see you. He's hanging out the back over straight. You can look and they're going to give you a little wave right there as that door is opened up. Now, suppose we want to take an airfield and we want to bring some security forces in there. Well, first of all, we have to get them on the ground. We'll put the Humvees, right in the back. We'll put our troops on it as well. We'll do a quick parachute drop from around 1,200 feet, turn the aircraft back toward the airport, and stop, almost on a dime. Colonel Giap setting up for an assault landing. The 580,000-pound Globemaster III is now turning back toward the airport. He's setting up for the landing itself. Currently at Charleston Air Force Base, we have 53 C-17s. As Colonel Giap lines up, we'll turn the airplane around. This airplane also has the capability to do what some airplanes and a lot of airplanes can't, and that's back up. After we do a tactical landing, an assault, it is a tactical and strategic airlifter. The C-5 is a strategic airlifter, carries a lot of stuff to a lot of places, but this can do what the C-130 was made for as well, tactical delivery of vital supplies. Colonel Giap now lining up on runway 19. Gears down and locked, slats are full. He's got his heads-up display. Now approaching. Picture doing this in the middle of the night, pitch black darkness and night vision goggles somewhere in the desert. Colonel Giap's lining up. Watch show center, folks, and he'll have that airplane stopped by show center. He's approaching at about 140 knots. Flying this airplane is like flying with the power. You just kind of hold that approach. There's not a lot of flare because of the design of the wing. Colonel Giap's now about 50 feet off the deck. Touchdown! C-17 Globemaster III, reverses thrust, brakes, full flaps and flaps. Try that with 100. Amazing. 580,000 pounds back on the ground, and now we're going to back up. Backing down the runway. In fact, when we pulled out of our parking place, we had to back up as well. By the way, you see those little things on the end of the wing, the little lips, pointy things? We call them winglets. They give us much better aerodynamics, fuel efficiency, and they make the airplane very environmentally friendly. But to give you the size of the airplane, to give you an idea, look at those little winglets. They're almost 10 feet tall. As Colonel Giap backs the airplane up, he'll clean up the airplane and taxi back to our parking place. We are all U.S. Air Force reservists. Some of us are activated to support our operations around the world. We stage in different places like Frankfurt, Germany. And we fly into places that you probably don't want to go to. Once again, when Colonel Guillot takes the airplane and parks it on the right side of the show, we'll invite you to come out and say hello and take a look at the airplane. But it's going to take about 30 minutes because the brake temperatures right now are around 700 to 800 degrees. Once Colonel Guillot parks the giant Globemaster III and we get it all rigged up, we'll invite you to come on out and say hello. It's the 315th Airlift Wing from Charleston, South Carolina, the hub of the C-17 and the first C-17 operational base. Once again, on behalf of the 315th and all the men and women of the United States Air Force Reserve and the Air Force, I'm Major Bill Walsh. Come on out and see our C-17, and we'll continue to reach across the globe.
You met Bill Walsh, ladies and gentlemen. Major Bill Walsh with the C-17 Globemaster III. And now, let's flip it over to the Snowbirds and meet Gavin Couch as Snowbird number 11, and we're gonna get tuned in and hear something we don't normally get to hear at air shows. Gavin, it's all yours, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. Welcome to the 2004 Andrews Air Force Joint Services Open House Air Show. The next voice you'll hear is that of our team lead, Major Steve Will, as he directs the team through the start procedure. Following the simulcast start, the team will taxi out to the active runway, take off in formation, and warm up for approximately 8 minutes. Once the warm-up maneuvers are complete, the team will return to show center and will commence our performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the number one cockpit of the Snowbird, this is indeed a pleasure for the Canadian Forces Snowbird to be here to perform for you today. I hope you enjoy the show. Snowbird, check in.